Eden Zero, episode 24, goes down like this, guys. So, Shigi continues his battle against, Madame Kurenai, and even though Kurenai's, Dragon Knight battle suit is supposed to have a protection against ether gear, simply known as ether, countering. Shigi's just eventually able to 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 reverse gravity and make himself heavy, while actually, st- st- still building up his, ether energy for 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 just one big punch, but at the last second before the punches that 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 delivered the Kurenai's battle suit, Shiki's actually able to turn his ether off. So so um so he does finally succeed in putting a dent in Kurenai's dragon battle suit, but but by actually messing up his own hand by not using any ether at all, and Shiki's still determined in saying after Madame Kurenai says, "You idiotic brats and pests, the thing can't handle reality. So you try and change the world with your little idiotic and dumb stupid fantasies and ideas. Well, people that can't handle reality can't change the world." And then Shiki's like, "Oh, like you adults that embrace your own twisted version of reality are making the world any better. I'm still gonna take you to see Homura, just like I told you I would when our battle began." And then Kurenai's like, "That little pest, what do you think she's gonna do to me? Do you think she's gonna want to seek revenge uh, 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 against me just because I failed her as a mom?" And then Shiki's like, I'm gonna take you to her even if I have to drag you, because now I've inherited Valkyrie's will, and I'm going to make sure that you pay for making your own daughter cry. And also I'm gonna make sure that Valkyrie's second wish to to make Planet Sun Jewel safe again is carried out, because I'm the one taking up the torch for Valkyrie now. And in fact, Shiki's and Kurenai's battle is getting so intense that it's that 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 they actually crack right through into the labor district. And then Madame Kurenai says, "This place is still detestable." And uh, 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 and then we go to where the episode actually begins with Wise still 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 missing his clothes from his Arsenal battlesuit fa- fading out because Wise didn't take into account the amount of ether energy that it would use up, and some some of the members of Valkyrie's resistance say, "Hey, hey, now of course, um, first, since Wise unfortunately had to take a page out of Gray Buster's book and sadly not have any clothes on after Arsenal disintegrated on him. Wise is like, hey, 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 Rebecca, I don't have any clothes on, and at this point I don't care. Just give me a skirt or something to wear. And then Rebecca's like, hey, have you gone absolutely bonkers? Um, and, and then Rebecca's like, I'm not gonna do that because then everybody not only gonna see you naked, but they're gonna see me in my panties. And then Rebecca remembers because of Paul's stealing ability that Rebecca isn't even wearing any underwear right now. And that's when the members of Valkyrie's Resistance point out that um, r- 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 um, not, not not basically right across from where we are currently. That that there's an old warehouse full of clothes, but it also has an armory inside it. Um, so both of you all can get new clothes and we can get weapons to combat Kernai's divine punishment soldiers there. And so it and so it's after Rebecca and wife uh ch- ch- change change into their brand new duds. That Pino points out, hey, Happy's not looking so good because he's out of ether energy himself. And then Rebecca's like, Happy, you just try and relax here. I'll, I'll just have to use the old school guns that this armory has inside it. And then um, Nino comes in and says, uh, unfortunately, you guys won't be using any weapons be, because this armory is used for fighting the stones for the prisoners in the labor district to use to send up the metal to Madame Kernai to ultimately make Lacrima out of. And then Nino says, but both the doors to the exit to the weaponry, as well as all the other doors to this warehouse are now locked. So so uh so Wise is 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 unable to help Re, 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 Rebecca deal with Nino, and then Rebecca's like, Nina, what are you doing here? And then Nino's like, ah, so so it's really come to this. I told you guys before, I'm just doing my job as a servant to Madame Kernai, and now I can't let you guys leave here be, 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 because it would be going against my direct orders. And then it's like, and then it's like, Re, Re, Rebecca points one of the armory's guns at Nino, and she says, twice, Nino, I, I, I thought you were a good guy. I, 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 I know you're still a good person. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. And then Neo's like, again, I told you I'm in the service of Madame Kernai, and since it's come to this, I've got no choice to fight you with some cybernetic ether gear of my own. Only except for the time being. Re, 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 Rebecca's only usual access to ether. Um, it, it is completely out of energy, that being happy. And Nino's cybernetic ether gear, it basically gives him the ability to copy Tien's four widgets technique, and also make four four forearms from the Omnitrix very jealous. And then Nino's like, I'm Nino, the fist of heaven. I can't let you leave here. And then it's like, we Wide repeatedly beats on the door and says, "Hey Rebecca, what the heck is going on in there?" And then Y starts to think, "Oh boy, if only that Arsenal's suit hadn't used up all my energy as well, I would have had this door opened in 2 seconds." And then it's like, Nino's soul fist ether gear is able to knock Rebecca down in just one punch. And yes, guys, I'm guaranteeing that Neo says I can knock you down in one punch, as a nod to his belief that anime can still save the universe. And the one punch line is obviously paying tribute to One Punch Man. And then it's like and then it's like, but before Nino Sophus punches Rebecca, I don't believe this criminal business that you're pulling off either. I know you're still a good person. And then it's like, after Nino's soul fist knocks Rebecca back, Rebecca is somehow strangely has this weird feeling inside of her that 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 makes her think of the Oracle's mini tournament that she had, and that all the matches focused on a certain thing: kicking, speed, foot pointing, but basically all the elements of basic basic um, basic combat combat without relying on weapons of any kind. And then Nino says again, guns won't work on me. And and all the Southern guys, all of Rebecca's countless hours uh, of of uh, of bathing in the Eden spa on on board the ship are rewarded because Rebecca finally unlocks ether gear of her own. What she ends up calling the Leaper, and then it's like, I I don't know what this power is, but for right now, it's all I have. So I'll trust it and carry on. And then and then Rebecca resorts to getting to snap out of it by basically relying on Nino's entire philosophy that anime can save the world. And basically what Rebecca does is um she she says she says she says season 2 episode 6 of that of that one anime cosplay character Ruby that Rebecca was dressed up as when they first met, and then Neo's like, but the main hero is brainwashed by an evil villain lady, and and Rebecca says that's right, and 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 then Neo says it's also Ruby that knocks the brainwashed person back to their senses. And Rebecca says that's right. And then Rebecca debuts the Leaper by by copying Ruby's signature attack, the bell on the kick, and and then Rebecca says, if you really think anime can still save the universe, well, guess what? It can save this planet and all the and all the people affected by Madame Kernine. And then the episode ends with the crazy warning guy, basically paralyzing Armona thanks to the effect of the crazy warden's whip. And then and then and then the warden says, there's no way that you're going anywhere now that the slow-acting drugs because of my whip are kicking in. Don't you dare think about breaking easily. I want to be shown a good time in, in, in finally executing you nice and slowly. In fact, the warden of the labor district says, "Who would have thought you would have actually be Madame Carnai's daughter, and I get to take you out? How exciting! I can't handle it." And then the warden says, "I should have gotten rid of Valkyrie w- way before now, but I did have some respect for her. She may have been an android, but she was still pretty attractive." And then and then and then and then after the warden gets on top of Homura, because he's like, you guys in your damn ether gear is nothing to, it isn't something to take lightly, but 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 I know it's weakness. If you can't use your arms, you you can't release the ether. So 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 after the warden um chopped off Valkyrie's head, um her, her Harmona basically powers up her ultimate secret technique, the Odin strike, and it's able to knock um Valkyrie's sword out of her hands. And then the last one thing Harmona says is, for touching my master and just for being an overall scumbag, you deserve the divine punishment of Valkyrie's sword. And then Valkyrie's sword literally flies back like 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 Sokka's brother, good old trusty Boomerang always did, and pierces straight through the warden's chest, killing him instantly. And then the episode ends with Pino, Happy, Wise, and Rebecca um, fi- fi- finally being able to get to Harmona and where Valkyrie are, and says, severe, and then like severe damage to Valkyrie's head has been detected, and then Abby's like, let's put it back on. And then Harmona tells Wise and Rebecca, "Hey, would somebody mind untying me?" And then Rebecca's like, it's it it's thanks to Rebecca. I'm going to take a page out of your book now and say, it, it's thanks to all of you, my friends, that I was finally able to um, get out of my stagnant state of grief for my master and finally carry on. And that's how the episode ends. And remember, guys, next week is the grand finale of season 1 of Eden Zero. But man, what an episode that was. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did.